It's time for Logan High School Sports, a presentation of KVNU 610 AM and 102.1 FM and CashValleyDaily.com. Brought to you by Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, DD Auto and Salvage, Old Grist Mill, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, Adams Wealth Advisors, State Farm Agent Lana Powell, Cache Valley Auto Care, Cache Valley Daily, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, The Logo Shop, and Planet Fitness. Now, it's time for the Logan Grizzlies on KVNU.
Good evening and welcome to Logan High School, home of the Grizzlies and the venue for tonight's boys basketball matchup between the Logan Grizzlies and the visiting Morgan. I suddenly forgot what their mascot was.
I think they're Trojans?
That's what I was thinking, the Morgan Trojans. Very respectable team who has I managed to forget. But aside from that little stumble at the beginning of our broadcast, we welcome you. I'm Jason Walker, joined by Adam Lurcher, and we're back for another year of Logan Grizzlies basketball. Adam, it was an exciting one last year that we got to experience, and here we are. We're a couple games in, but this is our first chance to broadcast one of these games live here. It should be a good one.
Absolutely. Just like you had said, last year was a pretty special year, and Logan wanted to continue that under the reign of a brand new head coach.
Yeah, Matt Scablin, the new head coach, taking over for Mitch Argyle. And, of course, a lot of new faces beside that. They had an entire senior-laden starting lineup and a couple of bench players that were seniors as well. And all those guys are gone now, graduated off to the four corners of the earth, wherever they went, and wishing them the best. But, you know, whoever's left, they got to pick up the pieces and try and continue the success of the last few years. It's been a fairly successful program despite a very tough region.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about it. We did the Skyview game just last night. We talked about it. It's a very interesting region. I mean, you would think last year, right, you kind of had kind of a culmination of experience from these high school teams. You think, okay, maybe this year's going to be a down year. But we look at it and we think, man, Ridgeline's good, undefeated, good.
Yep.
Green Canyon, good. Undefeated, good, right? Logan has an opportunity to continue to have that and build experience, right? We have a couple returning players, namely Reed Olson. I mean, I'm looking to see him kind of step into a larger role in this basketball team. This region is not something to sniff at, even after having such a great year last year.
Yeah, and Reed Olson, definitely one of those key returners along with Sade Nenby. Reed averaging dang near a double-double. He's got 25 points and 19 rebounds in 2 games. Sade Nenby, the leading scorer, 18 points per game, so 36 points in a pair of games. So those are basically your 2 returners that were playing notable varsity minutes last year. A few of these guys got some minutes. Josh Jensen, Max Clayton, Cam Alvarado, Milo Steele. We saw a few of these guys pop up during the season, but usually in less impactful minutes, or that's a nice way to say it was blowout minutes. Mm-hmm. But some of these guys are now stepping into bigger roles there, and a lot of these guys are now seniors. They spent a lot of time pushing their way through the junior varsity ranks, and so this is their time to shine. This is their chance to take over the program. And, Sade Nenby, he's probably one of the main juniors because he was getting minutes as a sophomore last year, and now he's trying to take that leap as a junior. But a lot of these new faces, they're trying to take control of their destiny here. And to start the season, they're 1-1. They got the win over Box Elder, I believe it was. Yeah, they got the 75-69 win over Box Elder. A solid win. Then they took a bit of a lump against Hillcrest, the team that has the best overall record in, I want to say, Region 9, Region 10. They're a pretty solid team, Hillcrest, and so not too much shame in losing to them, but they did lose 57-35. But it's another tough matchup here, Adam, with a Morgan team that is 4-1, and the one loss is to that, you mentioned, the undefeated Green Canyon team, barely losing 68-67 at home to the Wolves. But aside from that, they are perfect, and they are also high-scoring. 3 games with at least 79 points.
Yeah, definitely. Like you were saying, just a highly efficient offense. I mean, compared to what me and you did last night with Skyview, where it's mostly a defensive bout, it's going to be interesting to see, maybe kind of the flip side of high school basketball, where you're going to see lots of scoring. You're going to see fast-paced offense, and not only just fast-paced, but a team that can handle that fast pace. A lot of times, high school teams struggle when you speed up the game on them. Not Morgan, at least not what I've seen so far. They enjoy that fast pace, and they flourish in it.
All right, so we're about to have the national anthem played here, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back, and we'll have the starting lineups here at Logan High School for this matchup between the Grizzlies and the Trojans here on KVNU 102 FM, 610 AM, as well as streaming live on CashValleyDaily.com.
And AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
An auto policy from State Farm gets you collision coverage.
Time to call my State Farm agent and see if she can help me, cause I hit a car.
Hi, I'm Lana Powell, your local State Farm agent. Call 752-7639.
State Farm's got me.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell's State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT. When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Welcome back to Logan High School as we get set to begin this boys basketball matchup, 4A versus 3A. Of course, Morgan, no typical 3A team. They are a dominant 3A squad typically. Football, basketball, whatever it be, they know how to do it. Jason Walker, Adam Lurcher here with you as we get set. Just moments away from tip-off. The starting lineups, starting with the Morgan Trojans, Colton AC, Bracken Saunders, Jake Hansen, Nate Pace, and Mason Williams. And it'll be Williams in the center circle. He'll tip off against Sade Nenby, one of the 5 starters for the Grizzlies, along with Cam Alvarado, Milo Steele, Reed Olson, and Ethan Woolley. Grizzly students section chanting they believe that they will win. And here we go. Tip is won by Nenby as we begin. They swing it over to Nenby on the right wing, looking for Reed Olson in the post. Backs down, trying a left-handed layup, no good. Grabs his own board, loses it out of bounds. They'll say it was off Olson. So start off with a missed shot there from Olson. That's your first possession, but that's not a bad thing to go to in this game overall.
Not at all. You got to find Nenby and Olson where they're most comfortable, right? And with Olson and his big frame, you're going to want to fight him down in the paint where he can kind of bully his way around and get some points.
So the Trojans with the ball now. Driving into the paint, fouled on his way there. I think they're going to get Reed Olson with a reach. Bracken Saunders rolling in there. Oh, they're going to call Nenby on a block. I don't know if that was necessarily the call. They're going to give 3 throws to Saunders, though. First free throw is good. First points on the board belong to the Trojans. Second free throw, nothing but net. And so it's a 2-0 deficit for the Grizzlies early on. Kind of a single man press. They're looking for a half-court trap. Grizzlies trying to get it across midcourt. They do. Trojans going for that trap, and they produce a turnover. Off and running. They got some numbers. Pull up 3 in transition. No good. Rebound. Scramble. Out of bounds. Oh, there's a foul away from the ball. Excuse me. And I think they're calling it on Reed Olson because it's staying with the Trojans, and I think he was looking for Reed.
Saw some just solid defense, right? Catching Logan in the half court, right? Creating a turnover, giving Morgan a wonderful opportunity to extend this 2-point lead.
Now getting an open 3-pointer, top of the arc, off the iron. Reed Olson corrals the board. The contested board, now Grizzlies with it. Nenby isolating on the wing. He gets fouled. A bit of a hand check there as he tried to go to the rim. He will not get free throws, though. .6:56 to go here in the opening quarter. Grizzlies with the early deficit 2-0. Their 2 possessions have resulted in a missed shot and a turnover. Looking to get something going here on this, their 3rd possession. Nenby left wing double teamed high. Trying to drive in, finds Reed Olson. Trying to kick it to the perimeter, nearly stolen. They hang on to it. Now Ethan Woolley with it, gives it to Milo Steele. He tries to get it out of traffic. Now driving into the paint, right-handed layup blocked away. I believe it was Mason Williams. It was either him or Nate Pace on the block as Ethan Woolley had his shot swatted.
One of the things on that offensive possession for Logan was just that high pseudo cross-court pass. Those are some of my least favorite passes to see in basketball because a good team like Morgan is just going to be able to steal those all day long.
Lots of high pressure. Morgan trying to force turnovers. They're going to commit a foul. They're going to double team high wherever the Grizzlies go, and so they're going to need to move the ball well here.
Absolutely, yep. It's got to be fast, right? I mean, as soon as you have that ball, Morgan's just going to double team you, right? So if you can just keep the ball moving, you're going to catch him flat-footed and have a good chance to score, but you have to be fast as well.
So shot clock resets once again. We're at 6:30. Again, they go with that high double team. Now finding a bit of open room, swinging it back across, gets an open 3-pointer, and no good there. Nearly getting the rebound was Cam Alvarado, but it goes to the Trojans instead as the Grizzlies remain scoreless. Just a couple of minutes here gone in the game. Still only 2-0. Trojan trying to find some ways inside into the paint. Contested shot by Reed Olson, contested against Reed Olson, but Mason Williams gets the floater to go. And it's 4-0 to the Trojans. Grizzlies moving the ball well against some of this high pressure. Finding Reed Olson inside. He was wide open. First bucket of the game goes to Olson. Committed to Utah State to be a tight end in football, but here he is doing well on the basketball court. Three-sport athlete. He'll be a key feature for this team this season. Three-pointer pulling up, high rebound, fought for, and then tipped to the Trojans. Another three-pointer. This one no good. Rebound again, tipping around. Reed Olson gets it. He's off and running. Passes it forward too far for Ethan Woolley. We about had a point center going there, but couldn't get the pass to connect.
Yeah, it's one of those things. And a fast thing, that pass is pretty difficult to catch in stride, right? And Reed Olson in the future should probably just hold on to that and then run your offense in a half-court set.
So here we go, 5 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. It's 4-2. Mason Williams going to take a three-pointer. That's good, makes it 7-2. Trojans with the early advantage. Their offense has been going along fairly well. Grizzlies slowly making their way through this high pressure that the Trojans bring. Resetting to the outside, the high double comes. Cross-court passes galore. Now Nenby at the free throw line, drives in, contact, probably should have been a foul call. He gets nothing, and he misses the shot.
I am a little surprised the foul was not called on that drive. Referee's not minding a little bit of a physical game here, which I think honestly plays more into Morgan's favor.
Now with another three-pointer, it's blocked, and Reed Olson, he was stumbling out of bounds, tried to save it, and he throws it right to the Trojans guard, Bracken Saunders. He puts it in. It's 9-2 for the Trojans here. Almost 4 minutes gone in this opening quarter. Woolley with the cross-court pass. It goes out of bounds. It was too high. Couldn't find Steele. That's a turnover and a timeout. Matt Scablin wants to talk this over with his team as they're struggling to start against the Trojans.
High cross-court passes. They work kind of, like I said, they're not my favorite pass in all of basketball because I do think that a solid defense can take a lot of advantage of that and pressure your offense just to continue to make kind of sloppy passes. Just my opinion. I don't know if that's correct or not, but that's just what I've observed as I watch basketball.
Well, it's tricky because those are the ones that are kind of necessary right now because when they're bringing a double team, you're leaving the guy on the far side wide open. And as long as it's an accurate cross-court pass, they had a couple of them, and then Reed Olson ended up wide open. So and Sade Nenby was open on the free throw line, and then he could dive for layup. He ended up missing and not getting a foul call. But it's those things they can make work, but they need to have crisp passing, and that's the key. When they try and force those double teams, it's because they're assuming you're going to make a mistake.
True, yeah.
And you got to not make a mistake, and if you don't, then you burn them eventually.
Right.
So 4:11 to go here in the first quarter. It's 9-2. Trojans have the advantage over the Grizzlies here at Logan High School. Morgan came into this game with a 4-1 record, trying to make 5-1. Grizzlies trying to advance to 2-1. They're at 500 right now, 1 win, 1 loss. Pump faking a three-pointer, thought about another one. Now going to get a top of the arc three-pointer. That one's good. Trojans heating up here. Jake Hansen makes it 12-2, a 10-point lead. Now Grizzlies getting across mid-court. Pass into the corner again, now moving it back outside. Sade Nenby, left wing three, up and good. Much needed bucket for the Grizzlies. Sade Nenby. We've seen his versatility. That'll be key for the Grizzlies all year, and especially in this game. Three-pointer up, no good. Sade Nenby had the rebound and was fouled. Hit on the wrist, so Grizzlies keep the ball. 3:24 to go here, 12-5 advantage to Morgan.
Having a little bit of momentum here for the Grizzlies, right? Nenby making that three, Nenby getting a potential rebound, right, but also getting fouled in the process. Gives you possession of the ball. You got to take advantage of these moments because I don't think Morgan's going to let you have very many of them.
Nenby waiting across half court. Now they swing it around. Back to Nenby on the right wing. Looking for a dump pass down low to Reed Olson. Great pass to the dunker spot. Reed Olson finishes it. Makes it a 5-point game now. They've cut the lead in half in the last minute. Now they're looking to do a half-court trap themselves, generating a turnover. Ethan Woolley with it. 3-on-2, trying to go to the basket himself. Goes up. Contact, no call. Rebound to the Trojans. Now in transition, looking for a three-pointer. Pass inside. A lot of contact and no call.
A lot of contact.
And a mid-range jumper. That one gets to go over the outstretched hands of Nenby. That was Bracken Saunders, leading scorer for the Trojans, 18 points per game. One of at least 3 players averaging double figures for the Trojans so far this season.
Saunders already got 6 in this first quarter.
Nenby, pull-up, long mid-range jumper. No good, but Reed Olson cleans up the mess. Offensive rebound and a putback. Keeps this one at 5, 14-9. Now with just over 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Both teams looking for that half-court trap. It's going to make it a fun game and probably a lot of turnovers from both sides. Another mid-range jumper, and that one's good. Saunders again finding that spot. It's the sweet spot for him. They're kind of leaving him open, assuming he won't make that, or at least risking it, and they've been burned on back-to-back possessions.
Yeah, I think he's just going to keep taking advantage of that. If Logan's going to let him, you got to get a hand in his face on those mid-range jumpers.
Woolley in the corner, driving into the paint, gives off to Nenby. Nenby, floater in the paint, no good. He tips the rebound high up in the air, but it's going to go to the Trojans. And then a foul will be called on Graydon Olson. And then a technical foul on Morgan. I look down and I look up and the referee's assessing a technical, so I don't know exactly what happened.
I honestly couldn't tell you. It looked like number 11, Hansen, maybe just complaining a little bit to the refs. I'm not honestly sure why a technical was given out.
I mean, it was an obvious foul. Right. And they called it.
Yeah.
And so it's like, then he gets a technical. He got what he wanted.
Maybe he said something to Olsen or whatever, but either way, Logan with an opportunity to keep this game within touching distance.
First free throw no good, though, for Woolley. He'll get another. But I believe Morgan will get the ball back after the technical. Second free throw is good. Some substitutions coming on. Oh, no, I think Grizzlies get the ball. Not sure I understand technical rules, because sometimes you see the technical get the free throws and they give the ball back to the other team.
Right.
And then sometimes it's a turnover, effectively.
So I'm kind of confused about what happened to that original foul, but...
It's probably still a foul. But Grizzlies now with the ball. It's 16-10. Trying to inbound, get it to Nenby in the backcourt. He'll bring it across the midcourt stripe. Cross-court pass. Faking a three-pointer, got up in the air, had to desperately get rid of it. Zayden Nenby dumps it off to Graydon Olson. He makes the bucket, and we've got a 4-point game here late in the first quarter, minute 13 to play.
Reed Olson has made 4 in a row.
That was Graydon Olson.
Logan offense. Sorry, Olson.
It's a different Olson. And a foul on the other end. 2 free throws coming for the Trojans. Saunders. Graydon Olson picks up his second. I wonder if he'll stay in the game. I know sometimes when you're a bench player and get a second foul, it's like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
No need to limit your minutes, even if they're already somewhat limited as an underclassman and a bench player, or coming off the bench. Both free throws good from Saunders. Makes it 18-12. Grizzlies getting some momentum on offense, but not getting stops on defense. Nenby trying to probe around. Finally dumps it off. Gives it to Josh Jensen. Into the paint. Olson. Now back out to the perimeter. Olson again. Pump fakes a mid-range jumper. Out. Looking for a three-pointer. No good off the back iron. Max Clayton with the three-point attempt. He doesn't get it to go. 41 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. There's about 10 seconds between shot and game clock. Now the Trojans are going to drain off as much of this clock as they can. Looking likely to set up Saunders. He's the three-pointer. Off the back iron, no good. Nenby rises high for that board. Now looking for a man in transition. Finds Jensen. Jensen into the lane. Found some space. Missed the floater. 12 seconds to go. And Morgan out and running for a moment. He had nobody with him, though. 7 seconds. Got to get a shot here. Out, Mason Williams, turnaround jumper, he's fouled. They're going to call that one on Graydon Olson, and he can't believe he's like, I didn't even touch him. But it's going to be 2 free throws for Williams, and they'll put a tiny bit of time back on the clock because it was foul before the buzzer rang. That'll give Morgan a chance to take as much as an 8-point lead going into the end of the quarter. First free throw is good from Williams. We'll await the second. There's 0.4 on the clock, so the Grizzlies will have a chance to inbound. That's pretty much it. Second free throw is good, makes it 20-12, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Grizzlies letting the Trojans go on a bit of a run, countering it a bit, but not a great finish to the quarter, and so they trail by 8 after 1. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back after this here on KVNU 102 FM, 610 AM, and streaming online at CashValleyDaily.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
An auto policy from State Farm gets you collision coverage.
Time to call my State Farm agent and see if she can help me, cause I hit a car.
Hi, I'm Lana Powell, your local State Farm agent. Call 752-7639.
State Farm's got me.
Welcome back to Logan High School. Jason Walker alongside Adam Lurcher as we bring you tonight's boys basketball matchup between the Logan Grizzlies and Morgan Trojans. It is the Trojans with the 20-12 advantage as we get set to begin the second quarter. And it'll be Trojans basketball with the advantage. Grizzlies struggling for a lot of that first quarter, but not catastrophically so.
Yeah, definitely. You could definitely tell Morgan came out with the bigger fire, but Logan kept kind of, a decent amount of control over the game. Bracken Sanders for Morgan has 10 of those 20 points. You got to keep your eye on him as we continue to play.
He's averaging 18 per game, looking for a big one already. Still in the game. Trying to find a pass inside for Mason Williams. Saden Enby tracks it down. Saden Enby looking like he might try and go the distance. He'll put up a left-hand layup and good. Goes about baseline to baseline. Enby makes it 20-14 here early in the second quarter. Grizzlies trying to get that half-court trap. Nearly tying the ball up, and all they're going to say was off Nenby's knee. They
called timeout before.
They're going to have a timeout even before then. So I guess the worst that you come out with that is you force them to use a timeout, I guess.
I guess, yeah. Like to see that double team pressure. I mean, Morgan's done it to you since the beginning of this game. It's good to see Logan kind of say, hey, we can match that, right? You don't have to necessarily just sit back and take those punches that Morgan's giving you. You can deal out some haymakers yourself.
Have you tried the fantastic breakfast sandwiches served at the South Logan and Smithfield Old Grist Mill locations? Well, you're going to love it if you do. Baked fresh daily at Old Grist Mill. Just coming out of this timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so brief break here. Grizzlies got Josh Jensen, Saden Enby, Max Clayton, Cam Alvarado, excuse me, he's confused. Cam Alvarado and Reed Olson. Those are the guys out there for the Grizzlies. 7:28 to go here in the second. 20-14 advantage to Morgan, who inbound the ball. Grizzlies lightening off their half-court trap. Now just trying to force Morgan. I think they're in kind of a 2-1-2 zone. Nearly getting a turnover. Now swinging it around to the left wing. Oh, trying to do a sneaky. He jumped up for a three, tried to do a pass, but then his man wasn't ready for it, goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a real janky motion. There's definitely no way that the receiver on that pass was going to know what was happening, because I thought, yep, he's taking that three-pointer. I'm ready to mark it. And lo and behold, last second, it's a pass.
Nenby to bring the ball across the court for the Grizzlies. Now trying to drive into the paint. Spin move, right-hand floater, no good. Nearly grabs his own rebound. And Morgan off and running. Driving to the paint, floater, up, no good. Ball tipped around to the Trojans and a block from behind. Reed Olson swats it right out of the hands of Nate Pace. They're lucky there weren't fouls called. They're letting all the contact go underneath.
Yeah, they do not mind a physical game here. The referee's just letting things go left and right, which is kind of fun if you ask me.
Yeah, I generally prefer that. Long mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded to the Trojans, though. Nate Pace getting that board and then put back. So multiple offensive rebounds there. They finally forced a couple of misses, then they couldn't finish the possession. Milo Steele with it, swings it over to Alvarado. Nenby in the corner, the pass is contested now to Reed Olson in the post. Turn around, left hook, and it's in. He really likes that left, kind of a sky hook motion. Doesn't get a ton of elevation, but it seems to be a reliable shot for him.
Definitely, when you have a mismatch down in the paint, if you can make it, make it.
Here's Saunders at the free throw line. Passes it out. Now a mid-range jumper from his teammate. Rebound, tipped around, bounced around, out of the hands of Nenby, falls to the Trojans, attempting a three. Probably should have been an over-the-back call, nothing there. Grizzlies get the ball and they come away with it. Steele giving it to Nenby. Over deep on the right wing, going around a screen. Step back, three-pointer up, good! Nenby with 7 so far tonight.
Sade and Nenby, how do you do? That was very clean. Reminds me a little bit of a James Harden step back.
Good stuff there. Moving into the paint. Tough turnaround jumper for Mason Williams, no good. Nenby with the board, passes up quickly. Steele trying to get a pass inside. It's tipped around by Morgan. And it's last touch by them as it goes out of bounds. They were trying to save it, but stepping on the line as he tried to save it. That was the Morgan man. And so the Grizzlies down now only 3, 22-19. And a chance to tie or get within 1. They get some kind of bucket here. Outscoring Morgan 7-2 this quarter. Top of the key, Ethan Woolley, or top of the arc. Now to Reed Olson. In the Malone spot, sends it out to Woolley, right wing. Now to Nenby, still on the wing. Trying to drive into the paint, and he's going to get fouled. Playing very physical. Morgan not sure what to do there.
Yeah, I say Nenby playing very physical on number 22, Nate Pace on Morgan. Kind of just showing, hey, I am bigger, I am badder, I'm going to push you around. And forcing Pace to commit that foul, giving Logan just a little bit more opportunity to break within this 5-point lead.
Pace comes out of the game. Does he have 2 fouls?
I think he has 2 fouls.
Grizzlies trying to inbound. They get it to Steele. Down in the right corner, giving it to Nenby on the block. Nenby out to Jensen. Kicks it over to Woolley. Now to Steele. Pull up three-pointer. That's going to be short. Rebound, battled for, and a foul. They're going to call that one on Woolley. He went over the back. Or more accurately, through the arm. So that ball is going to go to the Trojans as they nurse a 3-point lead that used to be 8. Actually, at one point it was 10, I think.
If I remember right, 10 was the largest lead of the night. Logan keeping it close, keeping it interesting.
This is a very good Morgan team they're competing with here. Got to keep things going on offense. More importantly, execute as well as you have so far on defense. So a three-pointer up, no good. You got a rebound, though, and they don't get that one there. Saunders getting the board and the putback. Woolley getting into cross midcourt now. Into the post for Reed Olson. He kicks it out. Now into the corner. Alvarado, three-pointer, good! Excuse me, that was Woolley, Ethan Woolley.
Woolley with his first three-pointer of the night. He made 1 free throw. He's up to 4 points. Keeping us within 2 here.
Under 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Saunders getting the ball in the paint. Dump off to Mason Williams. And they're going to call a foul. Woolley getting called for the foul. And he's like, I didn't even touch him. And I don't think he did.
I don't think he did either, but that's what the referees are sticking with.
The referee who called it was on the other side of the court. Literally. He was behind midcourt.
I don't know if that's an anomaly or going to be setting a new pattern of how the referees are going to call this game. So far, it's been really physical. Back and forth, right? A lot of action. Maybe the referees want to get a little bit more of control of that as the game continues, because sometimes you can lose control of a game that way. It can get pretty chippy because both of these teams, they're passionate. They feel it. This is a big game, big moment for them.
So Williams a chance to complete a three-point play. He will do so. Nothing but net. Good free throw shooter for being one of their bigs. Grizzlies trail by 5 once again after having cut it to 2. It's 27-22. 3:47 to go here in the second quarter. Moving the ball around the arc. Morgan's gone away from their high double teams on every possession. Woolley thought about a three, goes away from it, gives it to Steele, and a foul on the front. No, where's it underneath? There was a foul as he was driving, but might have been away from the ball.
I believe they're calling the foul on.
It's on number 2. I can't remember if he was the one guarding Sade or if he was guarding Steele. They're going to inbound to Nenby. Now swing it over to Woolley. He takes the three. I think it was blocked. They're going to call a foul, though. They're going to say he got him on the hand.
Did you see who they called that on? I think I saw number. No, never mind. Number 3's not on the court.
I want to say it was Saunders. Not 100% sure, though. And they're not putting it on the scoreboard. I think some of their miscellaneous functions aren't working as well on their scoreboard today. Of course, we don't have the scoreboard on our Cache Valley Daily stream, as we typically do. Woolley made the first free throw, missed the second. He'll get one more. Could have cut this one to 2. We'll have a chance to make it 3. To cut the lead to 3. Free throws up and good. I believe he has 6 points now. Sub coming in for the Grizzlies. Max Clayton going to check out. Reed Olson back in. He was out for only a couple minutes there. They want his rebounding and interior presence. 3.5 minutes to go here in the opening half. It's 27-24. Morgan with the lead. Saunders, dump off pass, and a dunk. Mason Williams, great job to break that half-court trap. They've burned the Grizzlies a couple of times these last few possessions. Now Josh Jensen, lefty three-pointer up, no good. Sade Nenby getting the rebound, though, put back up and good. Trading buckets are the Trojans and Grizzlies right now. 29-26 now. Again, trying that half-court trap. Calming things down, though. Saunders at the elbow, kicks out, corner 3, up, good.
I don't have it number 2 on my roster. I don't know who that is, but he's confident. We saw him play in the JV game, and he was kind of the leader of the JV squad. I think he's going to be their go-to spot-up shooter in the corner.
Three-pointer for the Grizzlies, no good. Olsen grabbing the board, sends it back out to Josh Jensen. Milo still thought about another three. He was the one who attempted the first. They swing it around to Ethan Woolley, and he gets the shooter's bounce on the three-pointer. They answer the three, and then get a turnover. Woolley tipped the ball to himself. He thought about a straightaway three, gives the steal. He'll take the corner three, no good. Short off the rim. Maybe a little too early there. Steele's confident in that shot.
Definitely. You definitely know he can make it, but oh man, I think he was just feeling the heat of like, oh man, everyone's making threes. I want in on this.
Another three for the Trojans. As they're making it rain now, they can hardly miss. And the Grizzlies need to not panic here. Don't get too hasty, although Milo Steele, he'll attempt a three, no good. Reed Olson with the board, though, he puts it back in. They're trading buckets, but a couple of those buckets have been 2 for 3, so the Trojans have managed to push their lead to 4. Now a long three-pointer, and that one's hard off the back iron. Nenby grabs the board easily, he'll bring it up. Had a full head of steam, goes down to Reed Olson. He misses the shot, grabs his own board. He'll put it back up easily. 2-point game. One minute to go here in the second quarter. Morgan with a 2-point lead, 35-33 over the Grizzlies. Thought about another long three there. Swing it into the corner. Mid-range jumper, up, around the rim and in. Some of these guys can barely miss. 37-33 now. Milo Steele with it. Swings across course to Jensen. Oh, he could have had Reed Olson there. Kicked it back to Steele. Corner three, no good. Rebound chased down by Morgan. They'll have the ball in barely a couple of seconds between shot and game clock, so they'll try and get the last shot here.
If I've been marking my stat sheet here correctly, Steele is 0 for 7 on three-pointers. Shooters got to shoot, but at some point you might have to realize I might have to spread the love a little bit here.
Well, we saw a guy in the Skyview game yesterday start 0-5, then he made 3 straight. Saunders with the ball, wild shot. Misses. Nenby, 5 seconds. Gonna try and pass it up. Woolley, 2 seconds. Wild, way off. He just turned around and hucked that toward the backboard, and it wasn't close, but got closer than I would have. So that's going to be the end of the first half. The Grizzlies fought back from an 8-point deficit at the end of 1. They trail by 4. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this with some halftime discussion and breakdowns here on KVNU 102 FM, 610 AM, and streaming online at CashValleyDaily.com.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment. Hi, can you help me with this? This is better. Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell's State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT. When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
An auto policy from State Farm gets you collision coverage.
Time to call my State Farm agent and see if she can help me, cause I hit a car.
Hi, I'm Lana Powell, your local State Farm agent. Call 752-7639.
State Farm's got me. At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment. Hi, can you help me with this? This is better. Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell's State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT. When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
It's halftime here at Logan High School. This boys basketball matchup, 4A Logan Grizzlies against the 3A Morgan Trojans, though it never feels fair to really call this a true 4A versus 3A because Morgan acts like a 5A team at times.
Absolutely. Morgan has a great tradition, and you can tell they're well coached. They're fast, they're agile, but they also, I never really thought it as a moment of like, oh, Morgan's panicking here, Logan can take advantage. There were glimpses of Logan taking advantage, but Morgan just easily got back control and just played their game, and that's been really impressive to see coming from, like you said, a 3A that plays like a 5A.
They've shot really well. They're very skilled. They're getting rebounds. They don't play super physical, but they play skilled and with the discipline that makes up for if you're not. Some teams play physical to make up for a lack of skill, or to complement some skill. Morgan playing skillful, even if not physical.
Right. Causing
some issues with their length. Sometimes they've done the high double team. Sometimes they've not. Grizzlies struggled a bit with that high double team, but Morgan went away from it for a second there. A quick update, though, on a few of the scores around the Valley. I've got two score updates. Of course, John Newbold texted both of them. I don't know how he also found out about because Mountain Crest trails Hurricane 28-25 at halftime. Judge Memorial leads Skyview 28-26 at halftime. So a lot of teams trailing in Region 11. Of course, all Region 11 teams are in action today with I'm pretty sure Westfield does not actually, but I'm used to just saying Region 11 and meaning Bear River, Skyview, Ridgeline, Green Canyon, all the Cache Valley teams in Bear River. Now I can't say that as much anymore.
Yeah, no, now we got to get a little creative.
Because I have to be like, oh, and Westfield. But Westfield's leaving the region to go to 5A next year, or potentially. Some of the drafts they've put out for classification, region realignment and all that have Westfield move up to 5A. Logan move down to 3A.
Interesting.
And be in a region with Morgan.
Very interesting.
So that would be this could be a future region matchup. When I go to Morgan, I haven't actually stopped in Morgan for a while. I've driven through it a few times, but I haven't had a chance to actually stop and smell the roses I grew up in Davis, like right next to Morgan. It's surprising how little I've actually stopped and stayed there. considering it was my next-door neighbor growing up.
There was one time when I was working with Stockton Jukes, who calls Green Canyon football, and they played Morgan, and it was a fun environment. That entire community rallies behind this Morgan High School, and so if we have an opportunity to kind of maybe have a little bit of a rivalry set up inside of a similar, region, 3A, that would be kind of fun. I might be all for that.
So we're about to start at halftime, but we didn't do the logo check, the uniform check, sponsored by the Logo Shop. They can really put your logo on just about anything. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Trust the Logo Shop. We logo stuff. But to do the uniform check, Grizzlies wearing their white uniforms. And I need to actually figure out exactly what they call this color, if it's actually crimson or if it's burgundy.
Burgundy.
Because it's not actually crimson. It's like, it's that burgundy, or there's a couple different names for that brown reddish color. I love the color, I just don't know what it's called.
I agree. It looks real sharp on a basketball uniform, but like you said, I'd probably call it burgundy, but I definitely have been wrong about colors before.
Of course, Morgan wearing a similar color, but instead of, Grizzlies with the white and the burgundy is their number, Morgan with a slightly different burgundy color, a little bit more red than brown. And that's the primary color with the white numbers. Saden Nenby on the opening possession attempts the three, misses it, and Milo Steele reels in the long rebound, sends it back to Nenby just inside the free throw line. He goes up strong. Couldn't overcome the contact. Mason Williams grabs the board. So a couple of missed shots from Nenby to open the second half. Of course, he had several nifty shots in the first half that have kept the Grizzlies in this game. Williams on the other end gets the inside pass, has it maybe partially blocked by Nenby, but he couldn't quite corral the rebound. Saunders attempting the three-pointer. Reed Olson getting the board. He's fouled. They're going to call that one on Mason Williams. Despite the fact that I'm pretty sure the Grizzlies have a height advantage with Nenby and Reed, they're struggling to get those contested boards.
I was about to say, Morgan's doing a really good job of just boxing out, but also having numbers in the paint, giving you more of an opportunity to get those rebounds. Logan's going to have to figure something out because you got to have that stat even out if you're going to get back in this game.
Corner three misses long. Alvarado trying to get that one to go, put the Grizzlies within one, can't quite do it. Morgan probing into the paint. Williams, turnaround jumper, rolls around the rim and out. Now pass forward to Steele. Cross-court pass to Ethan Woolley. Back to Steele. Thought about a three. Gives to Nenby. He pump fakes a three. Now ISOs against Williams. Looking for that mismatch. Spin move into the lane. Right hand layup. Oh, around and no. Just barely. That was $1 million move. And sometimes they say 10-cent finish, but the finish looked good until suddenly it wasn't.
Yeah, Williams and Nenby going back and forth of shots that look incredible. Like there's no way this could hop out. And sure enough, they do. Keeping us within a 4-point Morgan lead.
6:21 to go here in the third quarter. Morgan with that advantage, trying to extend it here. Three-pointer is good. Colton Acey, I believe that's his first bucket of the game.
I think it's a second three-pointer, at least what I have written down.
I think you may be right. Nenby gives up to Alvarado. Looking for a pass. Finds Steele. He sets up for three. No good. Rims out. Reed Olson gets the rebound, though. Pinballed around, and Olson gets the bucket to go. Steele, confident three-point shooter, but today's just not been his night.
Yeah, just one of those things. I mean, as soon as he sees one goes in, I bet he catches fire, but so far he's gone 0 for 8.
On the other end, AC getting a layup instead of a three-pointer. So Nenby will bring it up. The Grizzlies trail by 7, 5.5 to go here. Nenby thought about that step back three, going back to that spin move, kicks out, Steele, three-pointer. This one's good. When he walked back down the court, you can tell he was like, yeah, I needed that one.
He needed that one, definitely. Just seeing it go in can be such a game changer for someone who's confident in shooting the three.
Mason Williams has a shot blocked from behind, gets his own rebound, though, and he'll put it back in. Again, defensive rebounding, a struggle. I don't have second chance points, but I'd put it somewhere near 15 or 16. Maybe not quite that high, but quite a few for the Trojans.
Definitely.
Alvarado driving the rim. He misses, but Reed Olson, 4 guys around him, and he puts it in.
I was going to say, it's a big reason why Morgan's had such big control in this game. But like you said, Reed Olson, he's done his fair share of getting second chance points as well.
So he's almost matching Trojans' total as a team by himself. Williams, pressure at the top, he gives it up to Jake Hansen. Now giving it to AC, back to Hansen, thought about a three, going around Steele. Gives it up now, Saunders, don't want to leave him open. They luck out there for a moment, he misses the three, but it's a rebound to the Trojans. Feeding into the paint, trying to get a steal. They managed to tip it out of the hands and off the legs of Nate Pace. It's going to be a turnover. Grizzlies get the ball.
I don't know what the name of the Morgan head coach is, but he is fired up with his team, trying to get him back in. He can't have these little mistakes, or else Logan's going to take advantage, and we're back within a 4-point game.
3:53 to go here. Nenby nearly losing the ball, but manages to kick out to the three-point line. Woolley driving the paint, floater up, no good. Ball tipped around, that should be Logan ball, and they call it. Timeout called by Morgan. 3:44 to go here in the third. Grizzlies have a chance to make this a 2 or maybe even a 1-point game, depending on what kind of bucket they can manage. Assuming they can manage.
If you're Logan, you feel a lot better if you can just keep it within. Honestly, I would say if you can keep it within 8 or 10 points going into the fourth quarter, that gives you a really good chance of just staying within touching distance. And then before you know it, right, Logan could go on a big streak and take the lead. But you got to just keep getting. You got to figure out how to get those defensive rebounds. You can't let Morgan just keep having a heyday on the offensive boards and just getting those easy putback layups.
Trained technicians, latest equipment, and over 5 decades of experience are what Preston Watts Collision and Glass can bring to the table. They can guarantee a perfect auto body repair and the safest glass replacements. That's Preston Watts Collision and Glass. Grizzlies inbounding the ball, and I don't know, I was taking a peek at what Matt Scabelin was calling, and I have a sneaking suspicion. I think they're going to want to go to Reed Olson, but I think he has blood on him. Referee was looking at him, and he's saying he's got a... I'm not sure he knows where it's coming from. Or maybe it's somewhere on his hand. He's wiping it off.
Looks like he's got a little bit of a scrape on his elbow, too.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know if they're going to make him sub out. And he might have some on his jersey. They're waiting for him, though.
That's awfully polite.
I think they're going to have to sub in Graydon Olson, though. Referee said it's a little too long, and it was getting a bit long, so they'll sub in Graydon Olson. I thought they were going to run the play for Reed Olson. Maybe I mistook it. They were running for Saden Enby. Turnover, though. Trojans lose it. Now a three-pointer up and no good. Put back good. Nobody was there for the rebound. And Ben Russell puts it back for the Trojans. So Nenby will bring it up. Going around Graydon Olson's screen. Kicks it over to Jensen. Woolley in the corner. Passes up the three. Now Woolley gets it back deep on the left wing. Now going around another Graydon Olson screen. Woolley bumped a bit. The referee is letting a lot of contact go. This is my brand of basketball. Nenby physical in the post. Falls over, kicks it out to Ethan Woolley. Three-pointer up, no good. Nenby's still on the ground. Missed shot goes to the Trojans. Saunders with a driving baseline. Trying to go up strong, he gets fouled. They're going to say it was on the ground, though, I think. I don't think they're giving him the shot. Reed Olson's about to check back in with 2:49 to go here in the quarter.
Physical couple of minutes of basketball right there. Like you said, your brand of basketball, it's my brand too. I think especially in the high school level, these guys, rubber and magic, it's what they're made out of, and they can take a little bit of a beating, and it makes the game a lot more fun to watch.
They're cleaning up blood on the one side of the court. That's why we're pausing, or at least sweat or blood. Well, maybe it's because Nenby fell down. Maybe that's what it was. They're cleaning up sweat. I kind of made the assumption that maybe there was some blood from Reed. They were cleaning up a couple possessions later. Inbound, though, to the Trojans, and they open up the wide open lane for Colton the AC. He puts Morgan up 8 as the Trojans make a run to counter what the Grizzlies had been doing late in the second quarter and early in the third. And then a foul committed by the Trojans. Denby was trying to find Olsen, and they're going to say he got held because pass went way wide.
It definitely.
I wasn't watching, so I just saw the pass fly by, and I was like, call the foul? I guess it must have happened.
That's going to be, Nate Pace's third foul.
He's staying in the game. Now Max Clayton with it, gives it up to Woolley. Gets to Nenby on the wing. Looking for a screen. I think he might have got away with the travel there. But he makes the bucket, and they'll take it. I thought I counted about 4 steps there.
Yeah, that Euro step was pretty big, and there might have been an extra step in there too.
2:07 to go here in the third quarter. It's a 6-point game now after that layup from Nenby. Trying to get a good defensive stop, force a miss, and get the rebound. Here's the shot. It's good, so no rebound required. Jake Hansen drills the three-pointer, makes it a 9-point advantage to the Trojans. Nenby with it, driving hard into the paint. He gets fouled. He ran straight into 2 guys, and one of them committed a blocking foul. Calling it on Ben Russell. Colton Acey took a bit of a shot there as he had a double over for a second and collect his composure. Sade Nenby going to take a quick seat on the bench. He's not taking too many of those today. Some crucial minutes for the Grizzlies. Three-pointer up for the Grizzlies, no good. Woolley couldn't get it to go board to the Trojans. 1:37 to go here in the third. Morgan with a 9-point advantage, trying to make it a double-digit lead for what would only be the second time today. Three-pointer up, trying to do just that, no good. Rebound, tipped around, finally controlled by Reed Olsen, then nearly stolen away, but Ethan Woolley manages to corral it. And the Grizzlies will go the other way, inside to Graydon Olsen. Kick back out to Woolley, then to Steele. Three-pointer up, and no good, couldn't get it to go. Rebound tipped from one Olsen to another, and then finally to the Trojans. 1 minute to play. Still 9-point lead for Morgan as they lead Logan High School here in this boys basketball matchup. Grizzlies need a stop and a bucket here to end the quarter. They're not going to get a stop. No, that ball nearly fell out, but then it goes in. That's going to be the largest lead of the game for Morgan. And we're going to have a timeout. Matt Scablin wants to talk this over. This is a crucial possession at the end of the quarter as they could really, really use a bucket.
Absolutely. You got to have even just a little bit of positive momentum going into this fourth quarter. Like we were saying, you can keep it within 10. I feel a lot more comfortable with Logan's chances, but if Morgan just keeps putting their foot on the gas, it gets a lot harder to kind of pull back within and have yourself a chance to, I would say, honestly, upset this Morgan team.
Yeah, it would be a quality win for the Grizzlies, and they'll face the gauntlet that is Region 11. Struggling a bit here in non-region play. Get one win by a comfortable margin, one loss by an uncomfortable margin, you might call it. That loss to Hillcrest. Right now, trailing by double digits to Morgan. You don't want to lose at home by double digits. You want to at least be competitive to show that, hey, we can compete with what is a good Morgan team at the least, if not go for the win. Obviously, that's the ultimate goal always. But it's going to start with what you hope is a good possession. 37 seconds on the game clock, 30 on the shot clock. Grizzlies got to inbound it, and they can't feel it cleanly. It's an easy steal, goes right to Bracken Saunders. He hands it off, and now almost no difference between shot and game clock. Morgan now looking like they're gonna take a shot. Three-pointer up and good. Fantastic finish to the quarter for Morgan. They now lead by 14, their largest advantage of the game. Nenby crosses midcourt, 11 seconds on the clock. Going around a screen, trying to get it to Reed Olsen. Doesn't quite get it. Olsen does manage to eventually corral it. And Grizzlies trying a cross-key pass. Goes through the hands of Josh Jensen, 1.1 seconds. That's probably going to be the final score. It's deep in Logan's side of the court. Morgan probably not going to get a good shot, but never say never. Pass over to AC, and he will not get a shot off, so it'll be a 14-point advantage, 56-42. Grizzlies with a rough end of the quarter. And we'll take a break. We'll be back to start the fourth here on 102.1 FM, 610 AM, KVNU, and streaming online at CashValleyDaily.com.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Welcome back as we get set to start the fourth quarter. In this matchup between the Grizzlies and the Trojans. And if I'm not mistaken, shouldn't it be Logan? Did Logan start the half with the ball?
I don't remember.
I think they did, because Morgan, I think, started with the second quarter, because Logan won the tip, and we've not had any held balls in this game. So I think that's right, actually. And they've got the possession error. They're tracking it more than I am. Morgan with the ball and a 14-point lead in this boys basketball matchup. All the momentum in the world, and they add to that. They're up 16 now as Logan kind of falling apart here on defense. They've just not been able to get a stop. They got outscored 19-9 in the third quarter as Reed Olson gets fouled in the paint. He'll get 2 free throws.
Yeah, like what you were saying, right? Logan's defense has really, you're still seeing him hustle, you're still seeing him try, but Morgan can't miss to save their lives, honestly.
And when they do miss, they're getting an offensive rebound.
Exactly, right? They're getting those second chance points, and that's really hard to counter if you're Logan, especially because you got to have a couple stops to go your way if you're going to claw back in within this game.
Olsen's first free throw, hard off the back iron, hit the back iron twice, actually. And it misses, so remains a 16-point advantage for Morgan as they look to take control and cruise the rest of this game. It's a overcomable margin, but it would be difficult, especially the way Morgan has played today on offense. 7:35 to go. He's got to play a lot of offense and a lot of great defense. Second free throw is no good. Olsen misses both. And rebound goes to the Trojans. Jake Hansen with it. Swings it over to AC, back to Hansen. Dribbles all the way into the left corner. He'll take a pull-up mid-range jumper, and it goes. My goodness, they really can't miss.
That was a difficult shot, too. That was no gimme, and Hansen just drills it like it's nothing.
Olsen gets the pass, the entry pass, and just takes it straight there, and then Milo Steele gives a bit too much of a bump. Commits a foul. He fouled Jake Hansen, and then Hansen politely declined to get the help up from Steele after he got knocked over by Steele. Drive inside, Bracken Saunders beats Saden Enby off the dribble and then gets the layup to go. 62-44 the score here. 6:48 to go here in the game. Graydon Olsen with it. Gives to Nenby. Nenby loses the ball, but there's a foul, and Nenby is hurt. Oh, he is holding his knee. And
I am no doctor, and I didn't see it perfectly, but it looked like he hyperextended his knee from what I was able to see. That did not look good.
Nenby in a notable amount of pain. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this when they are done assessing to Saden Enby.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
An auto policy from State Farm gets you collision coverage.
Time to call my State Farm agent and see if she can help me, because I hit a car.
Hi, I'm Lana Powell, your local State Farm agent. Call 752-7639.
State Farm's got me.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell's State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
We returned from that break. Sade Nenby helped off the court. Couldn't quite put any weight on that left leg, but Grizzlies retained the ball. And we'll pray for a swift recovery for Sade Nenby. Grizzlies with possession. Ethan Woolley has it. Grizzlies facing an 18-point deficit, and then losing the ball out of bounds. Woolley couldn't handle a double team. Morgan trying to deliver the killing blow in this game by going back to that high pressure with the double team up high. First appearance of the game for Andre Campos. 5'9" senior guard. As we go under 6.5 minutes to play, Bracken Saunders driving the right side of the lane. Kicks it out, then they go right back inside for Mason Williams, and he dunks the ball. 20-point advantage now for Morgan as they have controlled the last 8 or so minutes of this game. Logan trying to say something about that as Ethan Woolley hits a three-pointer, makes it a 17-point advantage, 64-47. Jake Hansen dribbling the ball around, finally giving it up. Swing over to the corner. Mason Williams has it on the right side. Lofts it up to Ben Russell. Russell driving left side of the lane. He's fouled as he tried to step back. I think he was fouled before the step back, though. They're going to say it was on the ground, I think.
Looks like the foul is going to be called on Graydon Olson. I believe that's his first foul of the night.
I'm very certainly interested in the drama of Sade Nenby as he's getting helped.
No, you definitely, he's standing up. He's wanting to come back in.
That's what I was wondering if that's what he was arguing about. It's like wanting to come back in. He was in so much pain, which I feel like is almost a good sign because usually when you hurt your ACL, it doesn't hurt like a ton.
Right, exactly. You feel like, I mean, Kobe, for example, he tore his Achilles, so a different injury, but like he walked it off. It was like, what the heck?
Yeah. But knee sprains hurt like crazy, though.
For sure.
But he shouldn't be coming back in regardless. Three-pointer right off the cuff from the inbound, Colton Acey. And now we get a full timeout here from Matt Scabland. Trying to see if they can find something here. They trail by 20 with 5.5 to go, and I don't like to call games this early, but unless Morgan doesn't make another shot the entire game, it's a tricky order of business.
Right, exactly. At this point right now, you got to get a little creative. If you're a coaching staff, right, okay, what do we need to do to at least have a positive outlook on this 20-point, deficit right now, right? Do you put in other players, get them some more experience, right? I mean, we're looking at Sade Nenby right now. He's frustrated. I'm sure he wants to come back in, but you look at that and say, no, we need you to just recover as quickly as you can.
Yeah.
And that starts with not finishing this game. So it's next person on the bench, right? And maybe see if we can get someone to get more confident playing in, maybe not necessarily crucial minutes, but at least varsity minutes.
Got 19 seconds to go here in this full timeout. We're keeping it here. But Cache Valley's #1 place to go to get most money for your junk vehicles and scrap metal is DD Auto and Salvage. Pickup is available. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204. No job's too big for DD Auto and Salvage. think we have some score updates. I've gotten a couple texts, I'm pretty sure. Hurricane leads Mountain Crest 44-37, start of the fourth quarter. And Skyview leads Judge Memorial 38-35. Same thing, they're about to start the fourth quarter. Turnover for the Grizzlies, though. Fast break. And nearly trouble in the fast break, but manages to keep his pivot foot. And then he makes a mid-range elbow jumper, Ben Russell. A couple letters away from a famous NBA player. Could change him around a little bit. Reed Olson in the paint, surrounded by 3 players, goes up strong, gets fouled by somebody. I'm not sure who. I think they're calling on Mason Williams. Reed Olson's going to be a handle for a lot of teams this year.
Yep, 100%, right? I overheard today when you guys were talking on the full court press, right? He's a great athlete, and he's figuring out the sports that he's having success with, right? Mostly he's had success with football. That's why he got signed with Utah State.
Yeah, that's why he's a D1 football player.
But he's also figuring out basketball, and that's been really fun to see him kind of just show his athleticism, and now he has experience to combine it with.
Yeah, and the skill, too. His finishing touch has improved a ton this year. You can see that already. First free throw is good, by the way. Second free throw, good as well. Had an 0 for 2 trip, now he has a 2 for 2 trip. Speaking of that increase in skill, Jake Hansen trying to race Josh Jensen down the court. Has to eventually give it up to Ben Russell. Grizzlies playing tight, they have to find some way to force the issue. Shot clock will eventually end a possession, but Bracken Saunders trying to drive the lane, goes up and he's fouled. Somebody got him on the arm. I'm not sure if it was Reed Olson or Jensen. Or excuse me. Wait, what? Oh, Woolley. I read the official saying 12 and I was like, who?
That can't be right.
No, it was 21. I'm reading it backwards. Which is concerning because he's facing me, kind of.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting how that played out.
Maybe I just don't know how to read. First free throw from Saunders is good. Morgan crosses over the 70-point threshold. Second free throw is no good. Rebound to the Trojans, though. As they get yet another offensive rebound, that's been the story of the game. And layup good. Jake Hansen adding to his total. 72 points. You know this is a high-scoring team. They've got 3 games of 79-plus points, and well, they're on track to do that for a 4th time. Woolley, long pull-up 3, no good. Rebound secured by Mason Williams. 4 minutes, 13 seconds to go here in the game. Grizzlies trail by 23. It's bad when I have to do math in my head for a second, just so I know the scoring margin. And then another shot, Ben Russell makes it go, and this couldn't be going any worse for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, your defense has just honestly got a lot of holes in it right now, which is to be expected, right? It's been a hard-fought game, and losing someone like Sade Nembe on defense has big ramifications. And Morgan is just being able to take advantage of that so far.
And still being crisp in their rebounding as well. So they got rebounding, they got shooting, and if you're facing a team that's got both of those, then heaven help you. You're probably not winning a basketball game.
Yep, it's going to be really difficult.
There's a foul on Morgan on this last possession while we were blabbering on. It's going to be a baseline out of bounds for the Grizzlies. 3:46 on the game clock. Inbound to Olson, double teamed in the corner, but he's 6'7", he can get the ball out of there. Woolley has it. Now sends it over. Oh, I don't have a number 11 on my roster. They've got more guys in the game. They send it to Reed Olson. He's just going to go up strong. It's blocked, though. Great defensive play there from Ben Russell, as he managed to kind of reach up there and grab it at the very lowest point that Reed Olson, which isn't very low typically, but managed to swipe it out. Forces the miss from Olson. He's not going to get blocked too many times this year. Bracken Saunders, nifty little pass inside. AC blows the layup, though. Josh Jensen snags the board. Grizzlies going the other way with it. Over to Woolley. He'll put up a 3, no good. But it's rebounded by the Grizzlies. Olson has it, triple team, trying to find an outlet pass, but he's fouled in the process of doing so. I need a more complete roster because we got a number 11 out there, and I don't have.
He was playing in the junior varsity game. I think these honestly might be his first varsity minutes ever because I've never seen him before either.
I have 14 players on my roster. That means there was room for a 15th. And that's him. My apologies for not having your name on my roster. That's my bad. Olsen makes the first free throw because we are in the bonus. He wasn't fouled on the shot, but it's free throws. First one is good. Makes it 74-50. Grizzlies just trying to salvage a more respectable scoreline at this point. Game's pretty much out of hand here. Second free throw is good.
Oh, Morgan playing a little bit of cherry-picking offense.
Reed Olsen with a strong block, though, but it's rebounded by the Trojans. About as emblematic of this game as you can get. Good play by the Grizzlies, and then an offensive rebound and a putback. Reed Olsen getting the pass inside, and he's getting whatever he wants. How many points is he up to?
Oh, man, I don't even know, but he is definitely the leading scorer for Logan.
Bracken Saunders commits a charge. Reed Olsen fakes him out. He's like, I'm going to go for block. Nope, going to draw a charge. Saunders was not ready for that.
Good heads-up play, right? Just being able to see, hey, he is not going to stop. Let me get in his way. Let me get my feet set. Let me take this charge. That's not something that I think we ever really saw last year from Reed Olsen. It's good to see he's adding that to his game, right? Just being able to read what an offensive player is going to do and use that to his advantage.
We've got a stoppage in play. The referee came over and said something to Scabland, and I think they're wanting a towel to clean something up over on the other end. Yep. Because, Olsen ended up on his backside. Got to imagine some sweat got on the ground, and they want to clean that up.
Olsen has a big frame, and he's been working hard all night long.
So all that sweat he's been putting in got on the ground there. 2:39 to go here in this one. 76-53 the scoreline. Game likely out of reach for the Grizzlies, barring the most insane set of circumstances I would have ever seen. Of course, I saw the 4A championship game. I think it was 4A. It was Crimson Cliffs and Spanish Fork.
That's 4A, yep.
That was the insane football championship game I've ever seen. The comeback that was pulled off in that one. A turnover in the backcourt by the Grizzlies, now looking for trying for a fast break there, but having to pull up. Saunders driving the left side of the lane, puts a layup up, and this one, he gets it to go. Makes it 78-53. Ethan Woolley, double teamed, deep in the corner, and there's going to be a foul. Travis Carr coming into the game. Now he's coming into the game. Maybe. The referee was giving him mixed signals there. He's like, come in, no, don't come in.
Wait, slow down. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're shooting free throws now. As they send in some of the backup brigade here, Grizzlies waving the white flag. Travis Carr, Hayden Rose, Jacob Spatch coming in as well. I think he's coming in for Ethan Woolley if he makes his free throw. Reed Olsen will take a well-earned seat on the bench. Coming over, and a lot of these guys coming over to talk to Sade Nenby. Trying to comfort him after he left the game earlier with an injury. Morgan with the ball, floater up off the backboard, no good. Rebound, offensive rebound, missed that one too. Grizzlies get it, and then I thought they got fouled, and then didn't call a jump ball. My goodness. Thought there was no back, and then like for 3 seconds they're holding on to the ball.
Yeah.
And it's like, I have seen jump balls called in 0.3 seconds.
Exactly. Some referees just love calling a good jump ball. These referees maybe not so much.
That's the first jump ball we've had in the entire game.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mind you, we've not had the situation to. At least I don't remember another jump ball. Under 2 minutes to play now as we play the formality that is this. It's a 78-55 game. Neat little inside pass there, though. Andre Campos gives it to, I certainly forgot.
Number 12, Spatch.
Yeah, Jacob Spatch.
With his first points of the night.
He just came in a moment ago. Trojans getting their point on the other end. They crossed the 80-point mark, or reached the 80-point mark for the third time this year. And Campos getting a little lucky there. Oh, and then he got unlucky. He got lucky to get through the traffic, then missed the layup. Three-pointer on the other end for Morgan, no good. Rebound, tracked down. almost tracked down. It bounced off a few hands. I thought somebody was going to get it. And then it goes out of bounds off Morgan. 1:16 to go in this game.
Like what you were saying earlier, right? Maybe try to get this within a respectable score, but with it being 57-80 in Morgan's favor, like I said, he's just looking for something positive, right? Something he can build off of. And I think this backup brigade, like you had mentioned, have a lot of hustle. They have a lot of energy to them.
Well, at this point, just both teams run your offense. It's a JV game at this point.
Yep.
Ball goes in.
I think it was Hayden Rose with his first points of the night.
Hayden Rose, that's right. Having to check my roster for some of these players. Under a minute to play, 80-59. Corner three for the Trojans, no good. Rebound, fought for, won by the Trojans. They put it back up and in, 82-59. 40 seconds to play. Campos trying to fight through the double team. He loses it though. Turnover. And now fast break on the other end. Layup up, no good. Grizzlies get the board and then, did he get tripped by his own guy? Because they didn't call a foul. Referee was right there, so I assume he must have seen who actually tripped the Grizzlies player. Shot clock is off, and I think Morgan will finally rest their offense. Grizzlies guarding him, but they're going to run out the clock. Your final score going to be 82-59. Grizzlies fall for the second time this season to a quality Morgan team who just came alive in the second half. Grizzlies lose Sade Nenby partway through the fourth quarter. One of their star players, which only added injury to insult here. Grizzlies will lose. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back, have some post-game analysis. We'll try and have Matt Scabland on the post-game show. And then we'll sign off here on KVNU. We'll be back after this, though.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT. When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
An auto policy from State Farm gets you collision coverage.
Time to call my State Farm agent and see if she can help me, cause I hit a car.
Hi, I'm Lana Powell, your local State Farm agent. Call 752-7639.
State Farm's got me.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT. When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Welcome to the post-game show here on KVNU 102.1 FM, 610 AM. Also streaming online at CacheValleyDaily.com. Those of you streaming, you can see my ugly mug and Adam Lurcher as well.
Hey, I'm in the same boat as you.
I look shorter, though, because I'm sitting down, but I was standing most of the game, so just going to roll with that. But we're going to see if we can get head coach Matt Scabland on and get some post-game comments. But for now, let's go over some of the point totals. Adam, you've been diligently keeping track of those. Some good games from a couple of the Logan players, Reed Olson, but also a lot of, when you lose 82-59, there's also going to be a lot of good games from your opponents as well.
Yeah, exactly. Morgan, they were just on fire, and I think we can obviously pinpoint it towards those second rebound opportunities on offense, right? Logan just wasn't able to stop them. Some of the point totals we have here is Asai with 20 points, Sanders with 16, Hansen with 12, another 16-point game from Williams. I mean, those, when people are scoring that much, it's really hard to come back from. But on Logan's side, very, solid game from Reed Olson. He finished the game with 21 points. Said Nidme, while he was in the game, scored 14 and was looking very solid, kind of controlling the offense, I would say. And then another standout was Woolley with 12 points in the game. He was heating up from three-point land. That's going to open up a lot for Logan. If you can just find the shot behind the three-point line, just if those can start going in, that really opens up opportunities for Reed Olson to finish at the rim.
Yeah, I think Woolley's been one of their better three-point shooters this season, one of the better ones on the roster. I mean, we saw him, he's our designated free throw shooter, so you can see the trust they have in him as a shooter. Off night for Milo Steele, you're going to see a little bit better three-point shooter from him typically. But yeah, Reed Olson with a fantastic game. We didn't quite tally rebounds. We're not quick enough for that. But we don't have our own stat keeper, so Adam's got to do a lot of this for me. So, but I'd imagine Reed Olson probably had a double-double tonight.
For sure.
The offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds. If he didn't, he came dang close with a 7 or 8. So he probably had 7 or 8 offensive rebounds. So great night from Reed Olson, but a disappointing night overall. But you competed for about a half, and it feels like you're kind of clawing for some positives here to say, you competed for a half, because they're frustrated they lost. They're frustrated, they saw a teammate go down in a lot of pain. We're not sure the status there. We're probably not going to find out until later exactly what's going to happen with Said Nenby. You hope that he's not out for long. Obviously out this game and very likely tomorrow. I can't imagine he plays against South Summit tomorrow, so that'll be a tough game for them there. But, a very talented Morgan team when you trailed 37-33 at the half, and we're going toe-to-toe with them. They weren't beating them, but they were hanging with them and keeping the game within striking distance. But unfortunately, second half offense wasn't there, and defense wasn't there as well. They get outscored. They had it 45-26 in the second half.
Yeah, I couldn't say it any better myself, right? You were hanging with them, right? You were kind of going blow for blow with maybe Morgan having a couple more on you. And then in that second half, right, that's just kind of when you lost all the wind in your sails. And after that point, right, it's kind of difficult to find a positive, but I'm sure this coaching staff is looking for the positives and able to tell that to their team and have them bounce back for hopefully, a good game tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's game again, as I said, South Summit. The matchup there, Adam Lurcher, you'll be there. Well, I won't be able to make it. I'll fortunately or unfortunately, depending on your view, I'll be at Utah State's basketball game. I have duties there with Cache Valley Daily, which are going to drag me away from this. As much as I love being here, I've got duties elsewhere, unfortunately. But Logan Weber, who actually joined me a couple years ago as my co-analyst before I had Adam on here, although Logan has also been doing some stuff with Green Cane. We've had a lot of guys filling in here and there. I mean, we were doing Skyview's game last night, so we're trading places all over the place. But Logan Weber will be doing this. Adam Lurcher, he'll be stepping in my role, doing play-by-play. Logan will be doing color. But do a few updates, score updates, as we wait and see if we can get Matt Scabland. I was telling one of the assistant coaches, hopefully they passed on the message. We're just barely getting to know each other, the coaching staff and myself. But some finals. Some teams winning, some teams not. Ridgeline with a dominant win over Minico, 72-39. Skyview getting the win, their fourth straight win after an 0-3 start. They get 53-48 over Judge Memorial. But Mountain Crest joining the Grizzlies and losing a game tonight. They fall to Hurricane 68-64 in what was a tightly contested game. I'm sure it was a very exciting one out there in Hiram. A lot of these teams are going to get to play in the D. Glenn Smith Spectrum tomorrow. Logan not among them. They'll be here at their, I forget, they have a really cool name for this gym, and I can't remember what it's called. I want to say they call it the Grizzly Den. That sounds cool to me.
But that's not what they call it. That's what they probably should call it. We're going to take one more break. We'll see if Coach Scabland is able to come join us. If not, we'll sign off next here on KVNU.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
An auto policy from State Farm gets you collision coverage.
Time to call my State Farm agent and see if she can help me, cause I hit a car.
Hi, I'm Lana Powell, your local State Farm agent. Call 752-7639.
State Farm's got me.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell's State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Nope, turn the music all the way down. Just makes it a rough, almost cool entry. This is why I'm usually sitting down, because there's a light right behind me and I have to stand in the perfect spot. Those of you seeing us on Cache Valley Daily, the video experience powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get Matt Scablin, not going to line up for us today. Obviously, focusing on his team and the emotions of the loss. So he's got more important things than coming out and talking to us. So we'll thank him for his time when we get a chance to have a chance to speak with him, and hopefully we'll get to do that after win. Hopefully tomorrow against South Summit, you and Logan Weber will be on the matchup. But we're going to sign off here. I've been Jason Walker, joined by Adam Lurcher. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you guys have yourself a wonderful evening.
This Logan Grizzlies broadcast has been a presentation of KVNU 610 AM and 102.1 FM and CacheValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support of our sponsors: Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, DD Auto and Salvage, Old Grist Mill, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, Adams Wealth Advisors, State Farm Agent Lana Powell, Cache Valley Auto Care, Cache Valley Daily, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, The Logo Shop, and Planet Fitness. Watch replays of previous games on CacheValleyDaily.com.